Hello guys, so today is a doomsday. Not like doomsday, but it's not even the final day, like final day was yesterday. But yeah, it's been one of the things on my mind since the day I started it. So I think we're gonna do this the old way, like I have a list of everything I've prepared to say. But I hope it's not like it's just a speech I'm reading. Yes, it's on like what all I learned and experienced through the journey of doing 2022 jump ropes every day for 30 days. Like before these 30 days, I had been pretty inconsistent from the point of my workout. Like I had occasional consistencies, but it was just for the sake of it, not actually knowing why, just doing it. No. So I saw some guy uploading a video on like he did jump ropes for 2000 times for 30 days. Like it intrigued me, so I thought, yeah, it's a good time to take up this challenge. Like it was one of those things like I just felt right in the beginning and have been continuing it ever since. So 30 days passed by just a flash. Another thing, I knew it would be very awkward, like recording myself, as you can see. Like I wanted to go through that awkward, and now I'm here. Like you can see all the videos like most of the videos I've done in the past 30 days. They're all on the channel. I don't think I'll put them in the cuts in this video because like, I don't want to get too much into editing. And honestly, it's very hard. And yeah, like maintaining consistency through all these times was very hard. Like there was bad weather, there was very windy days. Like on almost 2 or 3 occasions I did it all through the rain, like literally all 2022 jumps in all rain. I was fully drenched in water. It was cold, it was wetty, but I did it. And when you do it on that day, it feels very happy to have done that. There were placement session and talks presentations going on like last month, but they weren't as much as like last month or as now. But like there were a few, and I had to adjust my schedule according to that. There was construction work going on in a house from past 10 days, and I was the one responsible for the cleaning of because I wasn't the one who was involved in supervising them to do their work properly, so I had to do something. I was the one doing the cleaning. Obviously, cleaning is the last part, so it had to be done in the evening, and I did this workout in the evening, so this has to be postponed. And like 3 or 4 days, I did it in completely dark. And on 2-3 days I recorded, and 1-2 days I skipped because like it was all dark. There's no point in recording that. But it feels good to have gone through all those days because like those are the days, and there are days when you don't feel like it's worth, and those are days you have to go through to just build up your willpower, consistency, persistence. And I managed to do like 26 days out of 30, like not too bad, but I think I could have done much better. So like all of those 4 days I missed. Like one was on Monday I had real bad health because I overate much last day. One was due to that cleaning because it took much time, and it's not feasible to do it after like 8:30 p.m. No point in doing exercise at that time. And like almost 3-4 days ago I was playing cricket and had to go shopping after that, and that also took much time and I couldn't do this. I forgot one of the days like why I missed. But like still I did 26 out of 30, and 4 is not much. Another thing I realized, like filmmaking is very tough. It's not even a film. Like I try to do everything in one shot as much as possible, so I don't want to get involved in too much editing, and I don't know the basics of it much, even though it just required like few cuts, append videos, and few rotations, things like that. But even that was tough because like video editing, rendering, uploading, everything takes a lot of time and skill abilities to learn. Like you probably won't notice because there's not much editing, but still like even editing, rendering takes so much time. Like you only know it when you do it. Only realized like I had Premiere Pro in my laptop since 2018. This was the first time I'm using it, like almost 3 years. I installed it in first year in college. So like video editing is very hard. All my respect to the YouTubers who do it in like, such a beautiful way. To the YouTubers I follow, the films the directors make. Obviously they have put in the time to perfect their craft, and their respect has skyrocketed. And yeah, like skipping rope is almost a one-dimensional exercise. You don't get like very variety of muscle developments. Like there's a little bit of shoulders and a lot of calves involved, and as you sweat and cardio, as according to how much you do, there's a lot of core involved. So like those three are shoulders, calves, and core are the only things affected. But still, like if you are targeting three exercise by one workout, that too in like quite an intense way. So I think it was good. So I like developing the lower body of myself, and mostly the calves and thighs, and like there won't be much difference because like my calves are already like had been in pretty good shape, but it feels good to have been focused on that again since I didn't focus much on them in previous workouts or in all this pandemic, not much at all. Also, it was hard being accountable of those 20, even on those 26 days of 30. So I built a basic to-do list, taken crosses of like basic 10, 12 tasks I keep to myself productive in a day, and like this skipping ropes was at the top of that. And yeah, just taking it off gives you that hit of dopamine, and you want to keep it going. So like I mentioned those 10, 12 tasks, and it was of like 20 days I kept a track, and I had like 70-75% completion accuracy. Like it's not too good, but it's not too bad either, because in these times like anything that helps me make feel good and productive, I'll take it with both hands. uh, so like the video I watched was of only like 2000 jumps, and I think I did on first day 2000, like no, not even first day, even on the first day I did like 2222. Like I like that number, and 2000 didn't feel much to me because as I said, like my lower body had already been in good shape since ever since since ever since since eternity, might as well say that. So I took it to 2000 to 222. Even that was much, like I could do more than that on most of the days. But I think I focus on like just doing it for the process of it rather than targeting some number. I was just doing it to be back on track of being like actively exercising, not just passively like doing it for the sake of it. And it feels good to have done that. Like as in the beginning, it was very hard. Like, like as I said, I was in good shape, but still, first 3-4 days, my calves were hurting a lot. But as you like progress, it becomes easy. Like even warm up, cool down, it doesn't take much time. I like almost quit warming up and cooling down in the last 3-4 days, and it feels kind of boring. And it's very essential to keep a track of like what things you'll be using whenever you take up a challenge. And like skipping rope doesn't take much. Like, one pair of shoes and a skipping rope, two equipments. So, and me, I didn't have those two in proper order. Like my shoes were a little torn from like four four places, like two shoes, four places. But they had been like that since last year December, and they are still probably the same. If they last 4 more months, like even this is too much for them, but it's good. And the skipping rope, like I think I should have gotten a new one in like when I was 15 days in, because like whenever I get tripped, like this part hurt the back of the hand. And there were very many injuries on my right knuckles and back of the palm. Like that, those were the times I thought like I should get a new full plastic, because that won't hurt as much and probably would be faster as well, because this has much weight and is very thick. Yeah, and towards the end it started melting away. Like you can see how thick it is from the ends. You can compare it. It was just melting away, like probably due to weather or something, or because of overexertion, I don't know. But it's still held on, like it's been like that since 3-4 days. I should get a new one soon. Okay, since I started recording myself, I thought like could record more. So I started a second project too, like where I just put on some candid thoughts and opinions of mine on like my philosophy on how view things. Like there's no political stuff. So I started that too. You can check that out on my channel. It will probably be up sooner than this video. So yeah. So since like I talked pretty candidly in those videos, so it had a little bit of effect on like the way I write in my diary. And since the candid part was gone in the videos, like, there wasn't much stuff to left to write in the diary. So it's like there's not much stuff happening anywhere, and if I say that on the video, what will be left to write in the diary? So like it feels kind of bad to have been away from my diary, and I want to go back to her to get close to that again. But yeah, you could check that video also if you want. And I'll go back to diary writing. Like I'm continuing it, but like the matter I write has become considerably less, and I don't explain it as well much because like it's very easy to say it out on the video. You are just in the flow and thoughts come together, and you feel like if you already said like what's the point of writing. But yeah, I think I'll do that back in the writing form. On that, another thing like it was one of the important, like in the beginning I had almost 1-2 days like that I used to play music on phone and record on camera, but it was not feasible because in the beginning I had a few copyright issues in the uploading part of YouTube, and I didn't want to go through that again. So I just like quit the music part, and since then it has felt like a meditation, even skipping rope, like because I kept the track of the count of till 2022 in the blocks of 50, and it is just like meditation, like being mindful of where you are from the count of 1 to 50. Like you might get lost sometime in thoughts like who's doing what, like you thinking about someone else, someplace else. But then you realize, oh, I'm nearing the 50-point mark, and I should remember like which 50 it was at, like 100 or like it was 1050. So it was like a good meditation exercise for like 20 minutes, being completely mindful. And it's very hard to track count till 2022. Like on most of the days, I did like 50 or 100 more than 2022 just to be on the safe side. Like, yeah, I'm doing more than what I said, at least not less. And like, what's the way forward? Yeah, I think I'll do workout more, like going like in developing myself more, and like doing it actively, not just doing it for the sake of it. And I think I'll take up some another challenge because it felt really nice to have done this for 30 days. I'll take some challenge, not necessarily related to fitness, but I think that's the only sector I can make videos on out here. Like I don't make so many videos and stuff online. Like record myself, what do you say, down. Like because terrace is mine. Terrace I'm alone, no one is here. And below, like there are 2 rooms, 5 people, everyone's watching you always. I'm not gonna do this stuff there. But yeah, I think I'll try something for next 30 days. I'll probably take a rest of 1-2 days and think about what I'm gonna do. And relating to workout, I'll probably mix it up a bit and involve a little bit of running. I really like the skipping part too, as it helps very much the calves. But if you do it consistently like I did, like even in the later days, like calves weren't as much exerted as it would have been. Yeah, so I'll try something else, some other workout, and feel real nice to have been done that. You can check all the videos out on my channel if you're interested. So someone's knocking on the door, and I should quit now. Bye. Take care. Oh, like, subscribe, share. Bye.